Hey guys, I'm ES Mindwarp. I've recently taken up animating, so I'm going to play a little game here called Angels versus Devils, or Devils versus Angels, with J-Ducky1.
I think the Devils are gonna win. That's me.
We'll
right
see.
now.
Yeah, Ducky's going to be the devil because he's kind of funny. I think he'll screw over the story.
Oh, I'm gonna wreck it.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
destroy this
it's
thing.
going to be crazy. But that's enough jabber. Let's get started. So, our story start off
With a circle.
with an ant.
2 circles. With 3 circles.
Cool
Speed
thing
up
you can
time.
do. Bam. Like that. So there's our
Looks like a worm.
ant buddy. Let's give him some eyes. So, this is Sir Larry III of Antland.
Ant-Man?
Antland.
Ants and Lamb. Why did it go behind his body?
Probably because
We're on the wrong layer.
We are objects. Yeah, let me explain. This is how you
Okay. So you see, Larry is an ant, obviously.
Those are some creepy legs. You're doing all this fancy stuff for your drawing.
This is Larry.
Alright. Hello, Larry.
He is an ant, as you can see,
He's a devil ant. Perfect.
their antenna. This is Larry the ant. He is a very happy ant, and he lives in Antland. This is
castle?
an ant hill. Yeah. So that's an ant hill, except it's a castle.
Okay.
So he is a knight,
Okay.
but he has a sword now.
Nice, nice.
So there's his sword. He's this ant knight is very.
Hungry.
You don't get to interject into my part of the story.
I get to interject into all of your story.
Okay, well, he is very profound among the rest of the ants. He's the best knight they have, and he has been.
And he got fired.
It's not your turn.
He got fired for unnecessary manslaughter. And now he's dead.
The ants are very happy with him. He has carried them through on many battles and protected their base, their home, valiantly.
Except for their home looks like it's falling to bits. Oh, he's a king now. They crowned him? Nice.
It's a crown of victory, of appreciation.
They steal it from the king? Because he's probably not too happy about that.
This is a crown of appreciation.
Okay.
They really like Sir
Sir Larry.
Larry the
32nd.
of Antland. They really like him. He's a great knight, and he's very happy. He faithfully defends his home every single day. He's happy. Everybody's happy. Everybody's thriving. They're all having a wonderful life.
Okay. Alright, we gotta get Sir Larry back. Okay. I lost my colors. Tool. Oh. We're on the wrong thing. Okay, we got black. Bro. Black. Okay, let's just give him his legs back. Okay, there's his 3 back legs. And there's 3 more legs. Cool. There's his 6 legs. He lost his sword. Someone stole it. We don't quite know who. He also lost his crown. He is a very unreliable person. Ant, I guess. He has trouble walking. All 6 of his legs are in his middle part, so he's kind of off balance here. He's not great at walking now. And 2, they have no more castle. He was off on vacation one day, and it kind of just burned to the ground. And flames. They're just flames. Okay, so his castle's gone now. Everyone, like 90% of the ants there, were expecting him to come save the day, but since they didn't, most of them are dead. Okay. We'll just write a little R.I.P. Okay. You can't, it looks more like it says dip, but you know. R.I.P. They couldn't afford good graves. And then I guess their king died too. And after their king died, he was actually kind of happy because he found the king's crown and had his crown now. Okay, there we go. And now that he's happy because almost everyone else is dead except for like 3 or 4 ants that happen to survive and are off living in the hills. Here's some hills in the background. They left their house and are now just living on the hills. Okay. And they're kind of mad. They're kind of mad that their house burned down and that their night ant that they thought was a great guy just left them to die. Okay, and now they're up here. They have one eye because they can't afford another one. They lost it in the fire. Okay, and now you get to take it from there.
Okay, I gotta redraw the legs.
Give him some legs again. Oh, your Larry has now become less off balance.
They're still all on the middle one, though.
Well, yeah, but they're more spread out. Previously, his legs were all...
Okay, so here we have Larry. So apparently, his vacation, quote unquote, was not actually a vacation, as people thought. You see, his vacation was actually a secret operation, and it was just said to be a vacation by the king, because it was a special operation set by the king for Larry, and only by the king. It was to burn down an enemy's ant castle. So you see, Larry was sent on this mission, and people thought it was a vacation. People thought that he was slacking off. Apparently, he was actually going to go burn down a enemy anthill. There were some scouts on a hill scouting out this castle, and they thought that Larry had burnt down their home because they took the wrong way home, and they thought that Larry had burned down their own home. They were really, really mad at him until they realized that their home was still perfectly fine. And Larry, being the amazing guard that he is, an amazing soldier sent on special operations, kept his crown and was given a new sword because his crown and sword were lost in the battle. So now he has a new crown and sword, and he was also given a medal for his bravery, valiance, and willingness to do what the king asked. And so now he is happy as can be, and everything is completely fine. And the enemy ants have been vanquished, and they can live in peace now.
Now you gotta remember something. Remember, when we thought that he had burned down his own castle, and we were mistaken. That's my bad. Now, you gotta remember, not everyone died. I said there were like 3 or 4 ants, and now these people were mad at him until they realized, yeah, this wasn't our castle. The enemy's gone. But there's like 3 or 4 ants at their castle. Okay, Larry. Click Larry, because I don't feel like taking forever to draw Larry again. I mean, there's Larry. Okay, there we go. Now, Larry is now being hunted by those 3 or 4 ants who were living in this castle that is now ash. There's no castle there, but he's got his home castle, and now he's put everyone here in danger because, you know, he's living here. And now the ants from this castle that's no longer there are coming after him. So Larry decides to, okay, I'm just gonna hide in our castle. Okay, so I'm going to actually erase this castle because he's in it now. Let's erase that mound too. So he's now in his castle, right? There, he's having a fun time in the courtyard, trying to avoid these angry ants that want to kill him. Dancing with his friends, his family, all these other ants. These ants are all happy, right? Okay. Here's another happy ant right here. Give him some legs. Some of these ants are kind of disfigured. The entire community has some disabled ants. And this guy's got a long leg. We can't really do anything about him. Okay, well, that's not supposed to be there. Okay, but then the next thing you know, there's this guy right here. This guy is looking up at him, and he's not so happy. He's like, he's got his antlers, so these guys have their antennae. Okay. Wow, he looks mad now. Like, I don't know why he looks so mad, but this guy is actually mad, and he's like, okay, I am going to really get rid of this guy. Now this guy, since he's mad, he's got his sword, right? He's got his sword. Okay, let's just draw his sword. And Larry, just for confirmation, just left his sword at home because he's out partying with his people in the courtyard. On the dance floor, they got their little disco ball up here. Looks more like a basketball, but you know, they're low budget. They just burned down the castle. I can talk. They just spent all their money on those bombs and explosives. So they have a low-key disco ball. Now, his sword is back at home in his house. He's got a little house in the castle. Okay, there we go. There's his little house. His sword here. That's not an H. I could. I'm not going to. There, sword here. He has no sword. Okay, so this guy throws his sword at Larry, but he sadly he misses, and instead it goes up, hits the disco ball. The sword's now up here because it hit the disco ball, like right where it was hanging, knocks the disco ball down and hits Larry right on the head. Larry has a serious concussion at this point, and he goes to the hospital, and ES Minorp can take it from there.
Oh boy. Oh. Where's my pen? Here it is.
I don't have it.
Alright, so Larry is in the hospital.
He ain't feeling great.
So Larry's in the hospital. He doesn't feel very good. Let me add. He's really tired. He has a bandage on his head because he got hit in the head by a disco ball. It's a new bandage. We'll make it gray.
White wasn't.
Got a bandage on his head. We can fill it white.
He's got a whole nightcap.
All right, so Larry's in the hospital. He's got a bandage on his head. He doesn't feel very good. His legs are still here. He's kind of got his legs curled up. He doesn't feel super great.
Oh, great. So now he's a spider the way he's
For those of you who don't know, Ducky is terrified of spiders.
At this point, everyone who comes to my streams knows that. Or at least you should. If you don't come to enough streams. Or you just don't pay attention.
Okay, so Larry...
Or I really haven't said.
Larry don't feel good. He's in a hospital bed. Yeah, they've got all the hospital stuff, a bunch of tables.
Those look like pillows. Maybe he needs more pillows. Oh, okay, they're tables. You know, I could really take it any direction from here.
You totally could, yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying the hospital. So he's in the hospital, right? He doesn't feel very good. So here he is. They've got all the random stuff on the tables. I don't even know. Just here he got hit in the head by a disco ball. He got a concussion, as Ducky said. I was hoping to be able to say something like, well, he didn't really get hurt that badly, but Ducky did say he got a concussion. So he did get a concussion. Really bad concussion. But he's in the hospital. His family is there. They're being really nice to him. His family and friends are here. They're worried about him, but they're giving him. They gave him some flowers.
My brother came to the hospital and gave me flowers. I'd be kind of creeped out.
Well, this is his family and
well, yeah. His girlfriend.
Probably, yeah.
Is that his girlfriend?
Sure.
Okay. Keep that in mind. That's his girlfriend right there.
There. So he's got some flowers. And, his family just, makes him really happy. He's really happy to see them. He's really glad that they're there for him. And he's also happy that they're paying his medical bills for him.
Because he's broke. He's a knight that don't get paid squat.
Yeah, he's happy. The doctors say he'll be ready. He'll be back on his feet in a few days. So, then he Then he gets moved back into his house. There's no more tables because they're not in the hospital anymore. All right, so the tables are gone. He's out of the hospital. He's back in his house.
His girlfriend's shut outside. She left.
I'll probably just put her back inside. The only table that he has is his nightstand. And it's got a lamp on it. It's got a lamp on it. It's got some pills. He's back in his house. He's recovering. He's happy. I figure there's not much more I can do except get him better. I don't want to do too much in one run, or the devil is going to be kind of mad that he doesn't get to.
No, I'm not gonna be mad. You're just giving me plenty of stuff to work with. But I already have my plan, so whatever you do, it'd be wrecked anyways.
Well, Ducky, here you go. He's recovering. He's better. You know what? We'll say he's better.
He's all healed up, and now he's got stripes in his head.
There. He's all better. Take it from there. My energy is depleted. All I could do is make him better.
So Larry is feeling better. Let's get the colors out. Let's go to Tool. Let's not go to Tool. Okay, apparently we're not gonna go to Tool. Now we're on Tool. Okay, Larry, let's get your color back, roughly. Okay, so Larry, he's going out for a walk. Let's give him some decent eyes. Okay, there's Larry. He's been eating a lot. He's gotten a bit larger. Okay. Okay, let's give him. There's his legs. Okay, so Larry's going out for a walk. He's headed back to the castle. He's ready to do more service for the king. Okay, he's got his little sword here. He brought it to his house outside the king's orders. Like, the king didn't want him bringing a sword to his own house, even though he's a knight. The king thinks that Larry wants to try to take over the throne, if you know what I'm getting at. So the king's not always okay with Larry walking around with swords everywhere. Now Larry, little thing you didn't know about Larry's kind of crazy sometimes. He gets just like moments where he forgets where he's at, forgets what he's doing, and he was having one of these moments. He looked at his sword, he thought it was a dart and that there was a dartboard out in the distance. That was not a dartboard.
Oh, no.
This is not a dartboard. This is, in fact, his girlfriend, who is quite happy. But he decided to wreck that, and he took a sword and he just goes and stabs his girlfriend, thinking she was a dartboard. Now, the next thing his mind goes to, if we can get back to the brush here, he's got a thought process, right? His giant thought bubble. Okay, thought bubble. I got 100. He's very happy. He thought he just hit a bullseye. He won. Okay. Little did he know his girlfriend is no longer in the picture. Okay, and
He's dead. I can't remember that.
Yeah, she's been stabbed through the heart.
I was really hoping I could do it didn't hit her very hard.
It didn't hit her that hard. It just went straight through her. Okay. I don't know why people are giving these ants swords in the first place, but he's very happy. So he goes home. He goes home back to his house, right? To tell his mom. Don't know why he's still living with his mom. Larry's got many issues here, okay? So he decides to go round back home to tell his mom that he just got a bullseye on his girlfriend. And yes, Minor can take it from here.
Okay, guys. So we need. Let's think about something real quick. Ducky, I'll let you decide this. So,
Okay.
am I working for the good of Larry or for the good of the or for the good of the story overall?
The good of the story.
Okay.
The whole idea,
Okay.
I think it's to try to make Larry good, but not sure how you're gonna redeem him here. If that's the
Okay,
goal.
well, if it's for the good of the story.
But yeah,
then
overall, the good of the story. The story.
Here's what I'm gonna have to do. So, obviously, I'm not going to kill Larry. Who is going to kill Larry except maybe Ducky? Like, really? Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know how attached we are to Larry at this point. I'm not super attached, but...
After all he's done, I was on his side, but that Knight Medal of Honor is going down the drain.
This is the mental institution. It's very big, but it's the mental institution for ants. I don't know why I made it look like a human building, but who cares?
The ants have gotten more constructive over the...
Yeah, they figured out how to turn their spit sand pieces into bricks. Well, so Larry here has been... Well, so he went to go tell his mom that he got a bullseye. And he showed her, and she realized that that was his girlfriend. And she realized that she had been figuring this out for years, but he's crazy, okay? She finally realized it and finally said, okay, this has gotta end. So, here's Larry. He's in the mental institution. This is where he's gonna spend the rest of his life. Hopefully they won't treat him too bad. So here's his mom walking away after putting him in there. She's not very happy. She didn't want to put her son in there, but she had to for the good of everyone else. I know I'm the angel and I'm supposed to be, helping. We decided that it's for the good. I'm helping everybody by putting Larry in this mental institution. His girlfriend is dead. There's nothing I can do about that. But the only thing I can say is that she is living very happily in ant heaven.
Got her angel wings. Her ant angel
Yes.
wings.
Yes. She is living happily in ant heaven. She's okay. Larry's in the mental institution. But everybody else is thriving. The town is great. They lost their best knight, but they'll be okay. We hope.
I love how they keep the mental institution outside of the castle area. They don't want anything to do with anyone in there.
Yeah.
Larry's mom goes back. She has a normal life. She no longer has her son. She visits him every now and then. But, she can't be there all the time because he's going to start driving her quite crazy. But his mental, haps aren't permanent. They're only occasional. So most of the time he's actually normal. But it's just those mental haps are so bad that he just cannot be out of that mental hospital. But he is tired. He's tired, man, of being stuck in here. He's tired of this garbage place where they feed him jelly beans for lunch and chicken nuggets for dinner. He loves chicken nuggets, but he's an ant and can only take so much. Okay, so he decides to go on a walk one day. Here's the castle. We'll finish this. Okay, they've got a fancy castle. They've been working on it. It almost looks like the whatever you'd call this. I don't know what. The thing with the dome, I don't know. But they're working on their castle. It's looking good. But, yeah, so Larry decided to go on a walk when everyone working here was not looking. So he's not supposed to be out here, okay? And then, here, let's draw Larry. He's happy that he escaped. He plans on running away, okay? He plans on running away. But one of the ants working at the mental hospital sees him and calls the police. And the police are coming up in their trusty car, and they're zooming, man. They're zooming from the castle to catch this crazy guy. But they run into a giant tree. You gotta remember how big trees are. They run into a tree and catch fire, and the tree burns up too. There's pretty much nothing left of any of them. The person over here is still not happy. The fire spreads to the hospital. They all burn down too. And then, if you thought things couldn't get worse, no, the fire keeps spreading. There goes their castle this time. And no, we're not mistaken. This was their castle. But his mom is scared to death. She was living in that castle, you remember. So his mom jumps out. And then splat. Yeah, she wasn't thinking very well. So now that his mom's gone, it's just him. She's no longer in the picture. And everyone else in the castle is pretty much gone. But he is still happy. He's still happy because he's free from that dreaded place. He's going and walking. He's walking away. And he gets to about here, looks up at the castle. He's like, eat that, losers. That's what you get for locking me in a mental hospital. But then the thing that you could have expected happened. My name is JDucky1, and I love ducks. And ducks like eating ants. So here is my duck right here. He is had enough of Larry. He is eating Larry. He's like, okay, I've had enough of you. And then he grabs Larry. There's his wings. He's flying down. Meow, full speed. Boom. There's his webbed feet. That looks like a human leg. Ignore that. The duck. Good news about the duck. The duck. He's got a bit of fire on him. Don't worry about that. He'll be all right. He just flies away happily ever after, and Larry's gone. And that's the end of the story, folks. That's the duck's the duck's the savior. The duck did it all.
Get out of the chair.
Destroy Larry. Yes.
One more frame.
Okay, one more frame. But just remember,
One more frame.
Larry's dead. The duck essentially won.
Larry's dead. The duck won. I like ducks too, so I'm not going to do anything mean to your duck.
Oh, thank goodness. He was about to have a heart attack.
So, this previously mentioned Ant Heaven. Larry is dead. There's nothing I can do about that. There was nothing I can do when his girlfriend died. There was nothing I could do when his mom died. But there is an amazing place called Heaven. This is where all ants go when they die. Well, any ant that believes, here is Heaven. Larry and his family are all here. Everybody died. Let's face it, everybody died in the fire. So, Larry and his family are all back where they're supposed to. Are all in heaven. And they're all really happy to see each other. His girlfriend is even happy to see Larry after he killed her. Because she knows that he was not mentally okay in that world. And she knows that he is fine now. They're happy to see each other. Everybody's happy in Ant Heaven.
Oh my. Their eyes are rather wonky. Happy. And which one's Larry?
How about this one? This one's
that
Larry.
one's Larry. Okay.
And then, obviously everybody died, so everything is just in heaven.
The castle?
The castle and everybody else. Castle's here too. Everybody's just super happy. They're all having a great time in heaven. And they're all gonna live peacefully ever after.
I don't like this.
Even the duck lives happily ever after, eating dead ants to his heart's content. So everybody lives happily ever after in heaven. And as you can see, I totally didn't just forget to add this, and this is just something I'm adding on now. But as you can see, the castle has no gates because it is safe in heaven.
I have one more thing to add because the angel started it. The devil gets to end this. Okay, get out of my seat.
No.
Get out of my seat. The final thing of all this is Larry, even though he may be in Ant Heaven, is still kind of senile. Larry wants his revenge on this stupid duck. He's up in heaven. He shouldn't feel the need for revenge, but he does because he does not like that duck because it ate him, and he does not appreciate that. So Larry being the yellow ant now that he is. Don't ask why, he just decided to be yellow. He decided to take it another level. And he brought his sword to heaven. Don't know why he did that. And he sees that duck, me, essentially, JDucky1, the duck. Hello, that's my bill. Okay, yeah, he sees me down on Earth, and he is not happy with me. Because, the duck ate him. So he takes his knife from, actually... Here, let's specify one more thing. From up in heaven, okay, he's on this cloud, and he takes his knife, not a happy ant, and he takes his knife, throws it out of heaven, misses the duck by a centimeter, okay, because the duck's the hero of the story. Why would he die? And then here's the funniest part. The ant god. Don't know why he saw this. He's like, what did you just do? Throwing knives at people not on heaven, or in this case, birds. So he decides to take Larry and kicks him out of heaven. And we all know where he went. Goodbye, Larry. This is right here. This is heaven, and this is not heaven. And that's the end of Larry the Ant.
All right, Ducky, I hand it to you. Here you go. I drew this for you. You win.
I won. I'm the champion.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was a really good drawing, by the way.
Thank you.
Bye. I don't know. Yeah, bye.